and mid-range, and he plays very well in defensively. So he's one guy who can just do everything for Georgia Southern.
Toyambi wins the opening faceoff, and we are underway here inside Hanner Fieldhouse. Friday night hoops. Can it get any better with tournament implications on the line? First possession will go to the Eagles, and almost a turnover here on the opening possession. Trey Cobbs will take it on the far side, loses it, but keeps possession for Southern.
One of the players,
Grant Weatherford, go ahead.
One of the players to look for ULM, and you mentioned in that roster, of course, Andre Jones, but last time Russell Harrison had 17 points, led the Warhawks in that game.
First shot by the Eagles is off the mark, and now here come the Warhawks on their opening trip down the court. This is Elijah Gonzalez with a handoff pass to Andre Jones. Deep three, got it! Kareem Ozier puts ULM on the board. Ozier coming into this game averaged 36% from distance. That'll definitely help the average here for the first shot of the game. McCadden over to Trey Cobbs. Cobbs trying to get a pick screen from Toyambi down low, able to keep his dribble. McCadden, shot clock down to 7, one-on-one chance. Pull-up jumper is off the mark, rebounded off the board by Harrison.
He got to his spot, it just wasn't quite the look. A good contest from Ozier. He'll get back to that again.
Howell trying to do some dribble handoff, able to find and turn the ball over. Trey Cobbs in transition. Shot is almost pinned off the backboard. Getty Uzapaitis able to keep it. Crashing in and able to find the shot off is McCadden. And he will go to the line and shoot the first free throws for Southern here tonight.
And it did look like Thomas Howell, a 6'8" freshman from Louisiana, got a piece of the ball off of Cobb's layup. But nonetheless, it will be McCadden at the line as the result.
McCadden on the season shooting 67% from the charity stripe. Last time out,
Warhawk fouls
he had
number 2,
14 points
first
in the game against
team's
Louisiana.
first.
Again, they would ultimately lose 82-69. Justin, how important is it to have a better game than the last time out here in the last game of the season?
Super important, just what we talked about earlier. They need to go into conference tournament play. And you see the layup by McCadden. Got touched by, it looks like Gonzalez down low, but like you said, yeah, going into conference play, that is so huge to get a win at least against one of these Louisiana teams for the Eagles, and same thing for ULM.
McCadden goes 2 for 2 from the line. The lead for the Warhawks is 1. Gonzalez off the pick screen, able to keep the possession. Howell over to the corner, pump fake from Ozier, trying to drive in. He's double teamed by 2 Eagles. Skip pass with 5 on the shot clock, down to 4. Out to Howell. He'll have to put one up, and that's not going to hit the backboard, and it will be a shot clock violation against the Warhawks.
The defense from the Eagles, 2 men on every time, every ball carrier for the Warhawks on that possession. They couldn't get anything going. Throw up a tough shot with Howell. It's not going to go your way, and that's what the Eagles need to do. Keep this game low scoring, make them fight hard in their half-court offense.
Elijah McCadden, top of the key, off to Uzapaitis. He'll launch one and hit. Getty Uzapaitis coming into this game 31%, coming off of a 14-point game last time out. We'll see how he can put on the encore performance in his Hanner farewell. Jones over to Howell in the corner. This is Ozier, guarded by Toyambi. Pulls up from the free throw line and hits.
Basket by Kareem Ozier.
Kareem Ozier, we've seen him early on in this game, putting his fingerprints all over it. 5 points, all 5 points rather, for the Warhawks here early.
Had 10 points against Georgia State on Thursday with back-to-back double-digit point scoring games for him.
Andre Savrasov missing the shot. The redshirt junior out of St. Petersburg, Russia, back now into the starting rotation. Going in is Jones. That shot's missed and collected off the glass by Uzapaitis. In transition, here comes Southern. Over to Savrasov on the far side. Hook shot's missed, and the rebound is gathered up by the Warhawks.
A good open find by McCadden coming down into the paint. You saw Savrasov look like an open man, came to him a little bit late, and that's where ULM was able to get the help defense in time.
Gonzalez stopping and starting, finds Howell. Howell about double dribbled or traveled, and he's able to keep his dribble. Deep three, again! Russell Harrison, deep ball.
Three-pointer by Russell Harrison.
Russell Harrison in the game against the Eagles the first time went 2 for 8 from 3. One of the only player on his team to make multiple 3 points.
Ball now over to the near side to Weatherford. Off the screen, ball almost stolen away. Weatherford able to keep possession. Shot clock down to 10. Corner kick out to Saversov. Eagles are going to try and run some screen and roll here. Instead, McCadden will take it in himself. Shot up and can't get the friendly bounce, but the cleanup from Saversov is good.
McCadden wanted it bad. He had Yusupaitis open in the corner that he could have passed it to for the corner 3. Wants to get into his rhythm early, takes the tough shot, and gets paid off with Saversov in the middle.
Opening scoring, Georgia Southern shooting 33% from the field. They're shooting 33% from distance. And ULM on the opposite side, they are 100% 2 for 2. Harrison driving in, can't get the shooter's bounce, and here come the Eagles.
And ULM comes into this game second in the Sun Belt in field goal percentage, so shooting well is not something you should be surprised by from this Warhawks team.
Foul called, and Prince overall from the field. First chance for the free throw line from Prince Toyambi.
And this has been something that we've talked about multiple times this season. A lot of Sun Belt opponents rate these rims here at Georgia Southern as one of the more forgiving rims, easier rims to shoot on, but ULM really struggled against them last time. Right now, doing well, though.
Toyambi goes 50% from the line on the season. He's shooting 60% from the charity stripe. Harrison to inbound, back underway. 5 minutes off the clock here on ESPN+. Jared Dink alongside Justin Helms courtside for senior day for Georgia Southern. Jones handing the ball off to Langston Powell, the junior from West Monroe, Louisiana, off the substitution. Jones, deep 2, off the front of the rim. Elijah McCadden in transition, holds up, finds Kamari Brown. Over to McCadden. Had the ball almost stolen away, but able to keep his dribble. Kick out pass, deep 2 is going to be missed by Cam Bryant. Didn't get a really good shot on it to begin with. Trying to regroup is Ozier. Harrison inside to Ozier, almost got the ball stolen away, goes up and gets the shooter's bounce that time.
A gritty play from Ozier, able to slice through the double team. Lost it a little bit, but got back to it and get the layup in, put his team down, up by 2.
And that was something whenever we talked to Coach Richard about how this game is going to be played, he said it's going to be very gritty. Last time it was down to the wire, a 4-point win for Georgia Southern, but this time he expects it to be a lot closer.
A very close game. It came down to a steal from Cam Bryant and then a 3-pointer from Saversov in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Georgia Southern played very well up until that point, and so did ULM. And just Eagles came out on top.
Saversov able to keep it miraculously. Spinorama layup is going to be good. Andre Saversov trying to do what he can. He has 4 points here in the opening frame.
A great move down low, can also pop out for 3 as we just mentioned. A real threat both ways.
Jones goes up and scores. Count the basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Basket is good.
Andre Jones, one of the top scorers in the Sun Belt, second in scoring this season in the league.
Number 3, Trey Cobbs. Also checking in, number 10, Carlos Curry.
Came in, just kind of wraps around Cam Bryant on the left side and gets it up and in. That's a tough shot to make.
Cam Bryant's not a small person, 6'7", 215. Whenever he goes up, he tries to make as much of an impact on the shot, and the 3-point play is off the mark. In also for Georgia Southern, Carlos Curry, the 6'11" redshirt junior out of Albany, manning the down low spot. Eagles are going to try and feed him a little bit as the ball's going around the horn. Archie able to keep his dribble miraculously. Cobbs, kick out to Archie. 3-pointer is good. Caden Archie with his first points here tonight.
And a good way to kind of redeem himself. Like you said, almost lost the ball there, dropped down to one knee, had to kind of reset and drain the three.
Keeping his dribble is Ozier. A deep three in retaliation is missed. Eagles in transition. Cobbs, Bryant inside trying to find Curry down low. Instead, it's a turnover.
You know, handsy play by Howell or Mesclarishvili.
Yeah, you mentioned of the game.
Like we already mentioned, the leading scorer for UL Monroe Warhawks. Last time they played Georgia Southern, there was only 3 double-digit scores in that game. Cam Bryant with 12 for the Eagles, and then Harrison, of course, as we just mentioned, and Jones with 11.
Archie, pump fake, deep 2, is missed off the iron. Now in transition, here come the Warhawks. Ozier off to Mesclarishvili. Blocked by Curry. Goes up again, and that shot's missed. Archie cleans it up. Kick back to Yusupaitis. Over to Archie. Driving in. Will draw contact, and I believe it's going to be called an offensive foul. Instead, it'll be a foul called against Andre Jones. Our officials for tonight, Todd Austin, Byron Jarrett, and Zelton Steve. Trying to keep the peace here inside Hanner.
Number 23,
Grant Weatherford will come back in for Southern. No points on the night so far. And he comes in averaging just about 2 points per game. Cobbs, floater, corner over to Archie, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Cobbs, who charged in too hard.
Came in just a little bit too strong. He's known for being a stronger guard, playing more physical. Just a little bit too much that time. They'll get the foul on Eagles.
Fouls 3-2 in favor of ULM. Jones guarded there by Weatherford. He'll switch off to be guarded by Archie. Driving in, shot is up and missed. Carlos Curry grabs it with both hands. Cobbs over to Curry at the elbow. Charging in, uses the glass. Carlos Curry with his first points tonight.
And Carlos Curry has to love that matchup. He knows that he's just simply bigger than Mesclarishvili.
Curry standing, as I mentioned, 6'11", has a wingspan of 7'3". Is that a possible target for the Eagles down low as this game progresses?
For sure. If he gets into that rhythm like you just saw him do, get into that play and be able to back down some of the bigs, I expect him to go to that a lot.
Meanwhile, foul called on the play. It'll be ULM ball down low.
Number 2,
Elijah McCadden will come in relief of Caden Archie. Jones inside to Mesclarishvili, who uses the glass to his advantage.
Basket by Nika Mesclarishvili.
Eagles with some speed. Cobbs, Yusupaitis in the face and makes it. Kareem Ozier was in his face and he says, I don't care, I'm gonna make it anyway. 1 point Eagles lead.
Yusupaitis, a 31% shooter from deep.
And he's become a shooter in the Sun Belt Conference that's not to be taken for granted. Meanwhile, driving in is Langston Powell, gets the shot to fall.
That was an athletic kind of circus type shot with the left hand floater. Able to get it down.
Cobbs off the screen from Curry, finds Weatherford. Kick out pass, Yusupaitis launches another one. Back-to-back threes for getting Yusupaitis. The Eagles have made 4 of their last 5 shots.
The patience. Just watch the defender fly right by him, waits a little bit. I don't see you in front of me, I'm putting this 3 in.
Mesclarishvili to answer back, can't hit. Curry with another board. That is now his 3rd board. Yusupaitis waits. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, he missed it. I thought he put it back in. Rebound there from Jones.
Me and you both holding our breath for that one.
That would have been a heat check. Meanwhile, here's Ozier with a 3. That's missed. Curry with another board, his 4th. Able to save it while still in bounds. McCadden, here come the Eagles, under 10 to play here in the quarter. That's off the glass and in. Back and forth we go. Elijah McCadden trying to spark things for Southern. They're now up by 4 with or under 8 to play.
And that's what I was about to say. They just got into a really fast-paced game over the last minute or two.
Some physicality continuing to build. Foul will be called against Elijah McCadden. Or correction, Grant Weatherford will be the guilty player. And for Grant Weatherford, with this being senior day, he is the third oldest player in the entire NCAA.
Georgia Southern just has a kind of older team. They have an average age of just under 21, 20.7. On opening day, the Eagles were the 19th oldest Division I team in college basketball.
And fast forwarding to the end of the season, I'm sure that all of these players, at least not only have they gotten older physically, but probably grown more mature in the mental aspect as well.
A lot of them haven't had a chance to really play a full season. They've had the COVID year. You had 2021 where you were just getting back into things. So this is really the first year they've really got a solid group together and been able to practice. And Powell came inside strong. Grant Weatherford, feet not set. That would easily put Powell at the line.
Powell made his first free throw. Second one is also good. Powell last time out, 15 minutes, 9 points. He has 4 to this point. McCadden off the screen from Saversov. Over to McCadden, who still has it. Keeping his balance, finds Saversov in the corner. That shot's missed and rebounded by Gonzalez. Or correction, Ozier with the board. Kick out to Gonzalez in the corner. Finds Howell. Howell will have a foul against him. Cam Bryant being a little bit too aggressive, called for reaching.
Team's fourth. Returning for the Eagles, number 4, Kamari Brown.
Howell to inbound, finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez guarded by Saversov, pass inside, tipped away by Toyambi. And the Eagles will take possession. Turnovers have started to build here a little bit. 5 turnovers, make that 6 turnovers. Or correction, 3 turnovers per pair. That's what I was trying to say.
Exactly, and that's what it's just been a very defensive game. They're getting their hands in there and causing disruptions, which is helping both teams.
McCadden, double team there for a second. Finds Yusupaitis. Kick off to Saversov. Able to one-hand the pass. Shot clock down to 4, down to 3. Half of action. Gonzalez bringing it past half court. Howell. Off-ball action being worked for the Warhawks. This is Ozier. Ozier able to keep his step. Quick passing. 3-pointers off the back iron. Powell shot it long. Kamari Brown, free throw line jumper, gets the friendly bounce. We've seen him just use his height and his jumping ability to his advantage throughout the course of this season. Able to knock down another one there.
Exactly, and he loves that mid-range shot. He gets right into that kind of low post near the free throw line, kind of from that area, just raises up, and he's too high up in the air. Contested
shot by the Warhawks is missed. Eagles again finding some inside room. Saversov's hook shot connects. Andre Saversov so far 6 points and is 3 of 6 from the field. Gonzalez, the one-on-one against Toyambi, a guard on forward matchup. Ozier, floater is missed. ULM right now 0 for their last 5. Yusupaitis missed it, and the rebound again. Back and forth we go here, under 6 to play in the first half.
There's been a whole lot of transition basketball.
Gonzalez launches a deep ball and hits. The lead now cut back to 3. And we knew that coming in, Justin. Both of these teams so evenly matched in not only conference standings, but just overall in general.
Exactly. Georgia Southern is top in a lot of defensive categories. ULM top in a lot of offensive categories. The exact opposite going the other way. Only a 5-point game last time. It's very close-knit.
Gonzalez guarded there by Yusupaitis, trying to do the up and under. Pump fake from Powell. He'll float it and make it. Langston Powell. 6 points here in the opening frame. And every member so far for ULM trying to do what they can. Ozier leading this charge with 7 points of his own. Savrasov about lost his dribble off of the thigh of Gonzalez, and it'll stay Eagle ball.
In ULM's roster, Yusupaitis, a good heads-up play. I think he was trying to get the pass, but kind of got a little bit lucky, bounced it off Gonzalez's knee, who was going for the ball as well, so it'll stick with the Eagles.
Shot clock reads 14 seconds. Trey Cobbs to inbound. Trying to get it off before the 5-second violation is called, and he does, as we near under 5 minutes to play till halftime.
And to go back to what you were saying about ULM offensively and how many players are able to score, that's really been the way how they played all season. That's their second scoring offense in the Sun Belt, third in field goal percentage, so they're able to put one down, and Trey Cobbs will try to get 2 of his own here at the line after being fouled.
And that foul, of course, happening with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Kind of a bailout for Georgia Southern, or in other words, kind of an insult to injury for ULM. They had the entire situation going their way. Look at this, driving in, and for Cobbs able to get the call.
He put it down low. That's eye candy for Gonzalez. He wants that, and he reached in just a little bit too late, got the arm. That's going to be a foul.
Unable to make the second free throw. So the lead remains where it is at 2 for Southern. Powell. Bounce pass to Harrison. Dribble handoff to Ozier. Shot clock down to 8. Driving in is Jones, and the slam! Oh, Andre Jones with springs in his feet. What a dunk over top of Cam Bryant.
Averaging 22 in his last 7 games for making plays like that.
Bounce pass inside to Brown. His floater is good in retaliation.
Murray Brown.
Here come the Warhawks again. Short corner shot is made. Thomas Howell again finding the basket. For correction, that's his first basket on the night. ULM has been shooting it well. They've made their last 4 shots in succession. Tied up at 30 with 3:30 to play here in the first half. Cobbs off the screen from Curry. Finds Archie. Archie's floater gets another friendly bounce. This rim, Justin, has been very forgiving on both sides. A lot of friendly bounces, making the score what it is.
And he wanted the foul with that one as well. Looked at the ref, kind of gave him a shrug of, there was a hand in my face. They're not allowed to do that, but he didn't get it. And it's been a really physical game. They're letting them get away with a lot of hand checking and kind of shoving right now.
Dribble handoff inside to Bryant. Dump pass to Curry, deep. The shot is good. And Carlos Curry trying to extend on his range. He played 7 minutes last time out, at 3 rebounds. So far he's eclipsed that. He has 4 points and 4 boards. Gonzalez gets it right back. He'll launch a 3. That's missed. Brown with the board. The Eagles have shot the ball well now. They've made their last 3 shots. We'll see what Brown can do here. Over to Bryant. Rolls in and out. Jones inside to Howell. Lost it. Bryant with the steal. Cobbs, nearing under 2 minutes to play. Bryant will have a tripping call possibly as Gonzalez lost his footing, and
to win, they'll go to play Louisiana at the number 7 spot. Whoever wins will play Arkansas at the 6, Arkansas State at the 6 spot, and that's a huge difference. Georgia Southern against Louisiana had a tough game. They did lose, but they can go back out there and win. And ULM, the same thing. This is a team that's an in-state rival for them, so I think both of these teams would rather play Louisiana than Arkansas State in that tournament.
Jones, shot clock able to reset, and getting tripped up down low is Luke Phillips, the redshirt sophomore out of Adelaide, Australia. Three-pointer is short from Phillips. Archie finds Curry inside, can't find the friendly roll, and possession will go to the Warhawks.
A tough break and a shot you have to make if you're Carlos Curry. Inside, easy. No one else is reaching that, able to truly contest you. Just not a good roll off the rim.
Curry leading the team right now on the floor. 5 rebounds and trying to keep the Eagles in this, up by 4. Gonzalez, guarded closely by Weatherford. Keeps his dribble. Now it's inside to Phillips. Phillips working out, and the foul is going to be called against Elijah McCadden. And for McCadden, that is his first foul.
Came for the help side double and put his hand in there, got a arm to put Phillips at the line. But did you see the tenacious defense from Weatherford on Gonzalez before the pass, just all over him. And now ULM has a chance to go down by 2 going into the second half.
Luke Phillips on the season is a 50% free throw shooter. Well, the substitution is Andre Savrasov will come into the game.
Came in and got his full hand on that left arm of Phillips, knocked the ball out, but that would be a foul.
Phillips back in 2018 made the South Australian under-20 state team, and they would end up to win the silver medal during the course of that entire tournament, which is really it's nothing to scoff at, knowing that all of the international players that are represented here in the NCAA just trying to make and do exactly what they want to do, which is play basketball collegiately.
Yusapaitis, Savrasov, some of the foreign names, they are from here in the U.S., but a lot of the foreign names and people that you see here, it's kind of a mixing pot in college basketball.
McCadden, the senior from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, making the first free throw. We'll look at the foul.
McCadden rose up above Ozier, who was leaning in just a little bit too much. Maybe a touchy call from the ref, but it will give it to McCadden at the line now.
McCadden makes the second free throw. That extends the lead back to 5. For ULM, they have not scored in over 3 minutes. Almost a turnover, and the ball is stolen away by Savrasov. Spin-a-rama shot. He has numbers, and the layup connects.
Wow.
Shot clock is turned off for what will be most likely the last possession for the Warhawks here in the first half.
Have you ever seen someone that big make a spin move like that and go coast to coast?
I don't think I have. Like a ballerina. Savrasov able to score. Shot clock down to 7. Gonzalez. A lot of moves getting downhill. Blocked off the shot there from Yusapaitis. Archie. Those games, and the second half is underway. ULM will take the opening possession. Gonzalez with a head of steam out of the halftime break. Will stop and start in the corner for the opening possession. Gonzalez finds Jones over to the corner to Ozier. Offense kind of stopping there at the short corner. This is Harrison trying to work out against Yusapaitis. Fader's shot is missed, and we're gonna have a foul down low.
That's a just a saving
Fouls
play
on the
by
Eagles, number
Jones,
23,
jumping
Grant
in there to
Weatherford.
get
That's
2
his
hands on the
second.
ball. That's what caused the foul. It was going to be an air ball from Harrison. Wasn't close to the rim, but the athleticism of Jones to just
Andre
put a
Jones
hand
on
on
the
it
line
and
for the
draw the
Warhawks,
foul is what
shooting
saved
2.
it.
That foul will be called against Grant Weatherford, his second in the game. Jones, before that shot that was made, he was 0 for 1 from the line. Now he's 1 for 2.
That was something that also was of effect in the first half. Georgia Southern 6 for 8 from the charity stripe, and ULM 3 for 5.
McCadden on the opening possession for Southern in the second half. Crossover dribble, can't get it to use the glass, and that's an empty first possession for Georgia Southern. Jones, kick back to Howell. Guarded there by Toyambi. Gonzalez, quick pass. Harrison, short on the 3.
Weatherford took a gamble, came for the double team, left Harrison open, and that's a play they lived with.
Turnover there, McCadden lost it. And now ULM with the score, Kareem Ozier.
Basketball, Kareem Ozier.
And now we might have a delay of game against Ozier, throwing the ball up Jones throwing the ball up, and I believe we're gonna have a warning issued against Jones.
Not sure what maybe sparked his anger right there. You see him chirping a good bit, talking to Cobbs, trying to let him know I'm here too.
Jones so far 5 points here tonight. And again, the chippiness will continue.
And they're arguing right now. Jones put his shoulder into Cobbs. Cobbs is a physical player, so people will get annoyed with how he plays, gets his hands in there, plays that annoying defense that gets on your nerves.
Cobbs, of course, the 5th-year player. Toyambi makes the second. That extends the lead back to 5. Weatherford on the defensive side. And the shot up and the putback by Howell, the 6'8" freshman, rising up with the putback jam.
A lot of high flying, and Howell was the last one. Put it down.
Inside to Toyambi. Working out against Howell. Kick back to Weatherford. Shot clock down to 13. Saversov for 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound belongs to Southern. And a fresh 20 on the clock. McCadden keeping his left dribble. Finds Saversov. He'll drive in with his right hand. Shot clock into the single digits. Can't get the other shot to fall. Here comes Gonzalez. Almost a mix-up there with Andre Jones. Able to keep possession, however. Gonzalez stolen away by Toyambi.
Lost handle of it.
The Eagles have a 3-on-2, see if they can capitalize. Instead, it'll be a regroup for McCadden, driving in, and we'll have a blocking foul, I believe, called, and we will, against Gonzalez.
Gonzalez reached his right hand in there around McCadden. That's a long reach for a guy of his size, and that's going to cause a foul.
And Gonzalez, of course, coming off of last game, he led the team with 4 steals, so that aggressive mindset has to be there still for the junior.
When you're a team that struggles defensively, you know you have to get those block steals, those turnovers whenever you can, so you're going to go for it.
Archie off the dribble handoff will pull from the free throw line and make it. Caden Archie picking up where he left off. He now has 7 in the game. Howell over to Jones. Jones a deep 2, rattles in and out. Offensive putback from Ozier is good.
It looked like he might have got a little bit of help from Saversov on accident, trying to go for the rebound.
Archie off the screen from Toyambi. Saversov inside of Toyambi. Good passing, and Toyambi's shot just misses. Ozier to Jones. Driving into the lane. Floater is missed. He was trying to English it. Instead, came up empty. Now here's Archie. Kick back to Yusapaitis. Back and forth we go here, 16:20 to play in the second half of a very back and forth game. Turnover there, Jones was right at the right place at the right time, charging in, trying to draw contact, no foul, but the basket will count. 1 point game.
And Jones is not happy with the no call in that situation. It's already been a chippy game, and now he's honored here today for the Eagles.
And of course, you have to think about, with this giant group coming out for Georgia Southern, what the future holds, Justin. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. Curry had the pass tipped away. Here come the Warhawks with a chance to take the lead. Harrison can't connect.
And like you said, there's going to be a lot of turnover, but they have their set pieces in place that they know that they can build on. Like you said, Carlos Curry's a redshirt junior. Same for Savrasov and Toyambi. Cam Bryant, also a sophomore. And then they have the freshman Manny Harris, one of the highest recruits in Georgia Southern basketball history, who will get a chance to play next year as well.
Ozier will fire from deep, can't hit. Bryant with the board. Give and go between Bryant and McCadden. McCadden keeps, finds Yusapaitis, almost double team, keeps the dribble, and keeps his pivot foot miraculously. Second chance shot is going to be missed. And another empty possession for Georgia Southern, who leads by 3. Powell driving in, gets it off the glass.
Gave the eye fake, looking over at Harrison, and Powell looking like, oh yeah, I'm going to pass it. Nope, laid up in.
And we've seen that from Powell and a lot of the forwards for ULM. With a team that doesn't have a lot of depth, they sure use their players very well and with a lot of minutes.
Like you said, sneaky move from a freshman. They don't have many players that are in rotation. It's just about 7, but it works out for them.
Pass almost stolen away. 2 players collide for it on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball call. Georgia Southern will keep possession. 2 seconds on the shot clock, so the Eagles are going to have to get a quick fire here. It'll be back to Archie at the buzzer, and it's off the mark. Would have been a bang-bang play. Instead, we'll have a foul called off the play. Cam Bryant a little bit shaken up. Looks like he might have rolled his ankle.
Had his ankle turn up under him a little bit with his foot. Looks like he'll be okay, down on defense already.
Over to Powell, back to Gonzalez. Warhawks trying to spread the ball around. Finds Harrison in the corner, that's off the back. And Curry grabbing his 7th board here tonight.
The Warhawks are looking for Harrison in the corner for that 3. That's about the 3rd, 4th time he's been there open. Just needs to make the shot.
Off the pick and roll, Cobbs, bounce pass to Brown. Brown trying to find his rhythm. That shot's in and out of the cylinder. Ozier. Over to Howell. Almost lost it. And Howell now at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Powell. And Powell draws the foul.
Eagle foul is on number 1, Cam Bryant.
Cam Bryant will be the guilty player.
His 3rd personal.
His 3rd, and with fouls starting to become
Team's
a little
3rd.
bit of an issue, Justin, the bench for Georgia Southern is going to be something they're going to need to continue to rely on.
The first thing Cam Bryant said after that is, can we go to a replay? He pointed over near us trying to say, hey, I didn't really foul him. And it was a good fake from Powell. He gave his move, kind of shoved his arms up in the air a little bit and drew the contact, put him at the line.
Andre Savrasov will come into the game.
Warhawks, number 4, and Nika Meshkarishvili.
He will sub in for Caden Archie.
Eagles, number 12, Andre Savrasov.
And for Coach Richard, he has to be happy with his program right now, tied here at Georgia Southern.
A good spot for you to be in. They were leading in this last game, so all they have to do is finish.
Finishing being one of the biggest talking points for both of these teams. The ability to, when the second half really hits crunch time, to try and deliver in the clutch. Pass is stolen away from Powell, able to use the long frame to get over top of Bryant. Here's Gonzalez, guarded by Curry. Harrison, three-pointer, rattles around. Second chance points almost taken up there, but it's blocked. Ozier had a layup, but the defense from Trey Cobb says no.
Harrison now 2 for 6 from deep. That one just a good roll away from going down.
Harrison finds Gonzalez, shot clock down to 12. Over again to Harrison, clock down to 7. Driving in, he'll shoot a fader and make it.
Basket by
Russell Harrison, standing at 6'7", 200. That lanky guard-esque ability for him to really put on a display whenever he shoots the ball.
He plays kind of a big 2 type of player. Comes in, bullies his way to where his spot is, and just raises up.
Bryant, oh, the dish pass inside, and Brown able to finish.
No look, bounce pass with the spin, perfect to Brown, and up off the glass. That's an easy 2 for the Eagles.
1 point ULM lead. Metzgerishvili off to Powell, a deep 2 is missed. Savrasov collects the board. For Savrasov, that is his 4th rebound in this game. Brown stopping and starting correction. That's Bryant inside, and Brown would have put it.
The Warhawks.
Eagles will go with a full court press. ULM able to break it. Gonzalez will take the ball. 11:30 to play here in the second half. Jared Dank alongside Justin Helms, courtside in Statesboro. Gonzalez, down low, ball almost turned over. Jones able to keep possession. Metzgerishvili with the floater.
Basket by Nico Metzgerishvili.
Good find. Jones makes sure to tell his teammate that it was a good pass, that's on me. But they're able to finish the play.
McCadden finds Yusapaitis. Around the horn go the Eagles. Cobbs thought about passing it into Yusapaitis. He finds him. Savrasov on the cut, makes the basket. And back and forth we go. It's a 1-point lead for Georgia Southern now. That's
the plays that Georgia Southern wants. You get some players to slide, move around. Cobb's out there on the 3-point, leaves open space for Savrasov.
The big paw of Prince Toyambi able to intercept the pass. Georgia Southern now back on the attack. Yusapaitis, step back 3, got it!
And wow, able to put his team up on top by 4 now. The step back 3, we've seen him try one earlier, this time gets it.
Jones inside, can't get it to connect. Metzgerishvili trying to battle for it. There's 4 Eagles around him, and eventually he'll get the jump ball called by the official.
And that's great defense by Georgia Southern, making sure not to foul down low when you know you have a player as physical as Metzgerishvili. And Savrasov got a hand in there, poked it out. They'll push it to extra time for the Warhawks.
The delay on that play was the Georgia Southern bench was standing up, and the official saying, hey, you can't be standing up while play continues. We're under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Harrison over to the wing. Driving in is Jones. Follow-up can't connect, and the Warhawks will keep possession down low with 6 on the shot clock.
They're going to have to do something quick. If I'm guessing, probably a play to Jones, see if he could get a pass. Wouldn't be surprised to see Harrison break out towards the corner right now.
You see Keith Richard in the corner, and we will have a shot clock reset due to the shot, I believe, counting as it went off the basket itself, so that will be deemed a shot. So a fresh 20, Metzgerishvili over to the corner, Ozier, got it! Back and forth we go with 3-point shooting. ULM and Georgia Southern dialing up the long ball. Archie on the jam. Metzgerishvili was underneath on his head.
And it's been a lot of dunks here today, especially on that rim down on the right. This time Archie puts it on top of Met's head. Georgia Southern up 3.
We knew it was going to be a back and forth game. Just didn't know exactly what the end result would be. Metzgerishvili trying to go against Yusupaitis. Floater can't hit. Cobbs in transition. Jones is on defense. Able to keep his dribble. Yusupaitis off the backboard. The bank is open for getting Yusupaitis.
Didn't even see Ozier in front of him. Just launched up, banks it in. Georgia Southern is on fire right now.
Metzgerishvili, handoff pass to Ozier, blocked by Toyambi, but a foul is going to be called.
And there are some angry fans here now in Hanner and students as well. Gonzalez went up, Toyambi just pushed it straight out of bounds, didn't have a chance. I think maybe he might have got him with his free hand, so they'll call the foul.
Ozier will go to the line. Currently,
Kareem Ozier at the line for ULM.
For ULM, they've shot relatively well from the charity stripe, 6 of 9. This is Ozier's first trip, and he makes the first one.
That would have been Toyambi's third block. Gets too much body on him, hits him with his left hand out the backside, and that will be a foul, put him at the line.
Two for two. Back to a 4-point Georgia Southern lead. McCadden, guarded by Ozier, over to Yusupaitis. Trying to get a screen from Archie. Archie on the kickback, will hold on to it, driving into the paint. Still trying to free himself. That ball's going to head over towards the scorer's table, and it'll be a turnover for Southern.
That possession was kind of a weird one from the start. McCadden came down past half court and was asking for Cobbs to set a pick or a screen so he could maybe get a free play and get to work, but Cobbs didn't hear him. They had to make a few passes, and it'll be a turnover.
The 10th turnover for Georgia Southern in the game. Points off of turnovers, however, have been a struggling point. Ozier buries it.
Three-pointer by Kareem Ozier.
3 for 6 from deep now, 16 points, leading both teams.
Make that 19 points for Ozier, just absolutely on fire here in the second half. Savrasov passed inside to Yusupaitis off the mark. A now 2-point game as the Raging Cajuns only trail by a pair to the Panthers. Now, meanwhile, for our game, however, it's still a 1-point lead for Georgia Southern. They've made their last 5 shots in succession. Ozier, guarded by Bryant. Spinorama shot is going to connect. And for Ozier, he is having his way tonight. 21 points and 10 rebounds. Archie over to Bryant, deep 3, off the iron. Savrasov tried to grab it, but instead it's going to be Ozier snagging his 11th board tonight. Gonzalez, top of the key, trying to work by Savrasov. Into the short corner, it goes to Jones. Jones on the reverse, can't put it home. The rebound, however, by Howell will draw a foul.
Georgia Southern foul is on number 4, Kamari Brown. That's his first, team's 5th.
5 fouls here in the second half of action for Georgia Southern and for ULM for that matter. Okay. Trying to get things back underway. A lob inside that was almost a dunk from Andre Jones. Cam Bryant, however, will take it back. McCadden driving in. Lost the ball and another turnover for Southern. That's now 12 in the game.
Tough turnover from McCadden. Looked like he was about to get into something nice. That'll make it 2 for him now.
A Hail Mary play caught by Jones, and he draws another foul. Caden Archie, the guilty player that time.
Archie had to commit that foul, really had no choice. Jones down on the other end, wide open. Would have been an easy 2 points. Instead, rather put him at, not even at the line. It will be Hughes on the ground.
It will be called on the ground. Play continuing. Harrison trying to find a lane. Instead, it kicks it back to Gonzalez. Ozier able to make a man miss. Shot off the backboard. Gets his second chance, rebounds, and now we're going to get even more chippy. Ozier having to be held back. Got in the face of Kamari Brown, and the two are going to have to be separated.
Kamari Brown is normally a level-headed player. Was just trying to, it was a hard foul. He did reach around him, give him the hug, and he is getting some words in there too. That's not something you really see from Brown much. Usually a guy who's more quiet.
Coach Brian Burke calls him one of the quiet leaders on this team, but whenever he talks in the locker room, everyone listens. First free throw from Ozier is good. He's now 100% on the day with 3 for 3 from the line.
Ozier now, well, has been over his season high already. Was 19 points against App State on January 1st, New Year's Day.
23 points for the junior out of Wisconsin. Savrasov trying to find a backdoor cutter. Instead, we'll give it to Archie. Archie, shot clock down to 13. Keeping his dribble, finds McCadden. Shot clock down to 8. Now to 7. Skip pass to Archie. Trying to generate a shot. Deep 2. Buries it. Caden Archie, foot on the line, but it's still going to cut the deficit to 1.
Jones wants a push off on that. Archie did get him to move back, and it might have been slight, but if you're able to keep it secretive, it's a good move, and it worked.
Gonzalez trying to keep things going inside the Howell, and that's
keeping him on schedule, nutrition, everything, so they're very important.
Gonzalez will come back into the game after his contact has been fixed. Jones' spin around shot is off the mark, and we'll have a foul on the floor.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 24, Prince Toyambi.
Prince Toyambi, the guilty player there, sends Russell Harrison to the line. And for Harrison, this is his first trip to the charity stripe.
Russell Harrison at the line for ULM, shooting 1 and 1.
Harrison makes the first one. Cobbs after the miss on the second shot. Toyambi, guarded by Howell. They give off to Cobbs. Pass is almost stolen away. Archie able to get 2 hands on it as the clock dwindles down to 9. Screen from Toyambi inside. Finds Yusupaitis. He'll launch it and hit off the back iron. The clock was expiring, so all that Yusupaitis could do was send up a hope and a prayer.
Jones had a great chance to steal and get a fast break dunk. Instead, get back to Archie, and the ability to even put that on rim with the defender in his face.
Yusupaitis on defense, able to get a stop. Archie trying to grab it, and possession will stay with ULM with 7 on the shot clock.
Archie trying to plead his case that it was not off of him, it was off of Jones.
Number 4, Kamari Brown.
The ref won't agree, so it'll be Warhawks ball.
The officials are going to move the spot of the out-of-bounds play just because of where the ball was located. Not going to be able to get a replay, however, as Harrison will get the ball to inbound. The shot clock did reset, and Harrison trying to work out. That shot is going to be deemed goaltending. Prince Toyambi tried to block it away, but it was on its deceleration on the way back down.
Coming back down, Toyambi got really high up there, almost at its peak. Just a half-second late to get the hand on it.
And for ULM, they are on a phenomenal run right now. 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Brown draws the foul.
It's truly been a game of runs. ULM started off this game playing really hot, kind of settled in. Georgia Southern got their game going, had a spurt coming in to the commercial after the commercial break where it was 5 of 5 in their last few, and now it's the opposite.
At the line for the
And you think about it, Justin, both of these teams trying to not only finish this game, but finish their season on a high note. Brown can't get the first free throw to roll in, but a look at the foul.
A swipe from the back, Andre Jones, and then also Howell inside. They'll be called on Jones, though. Swiping down, who now has 4 fouls.
Brown makes the second. It's back to a 3-point game. Howell off the bounce pass. Off to Ozier, ball is tipped up and it will head into the sea just in general. Back underway here, a 3-point game. ULM on top, under 4 to play. So off of the loose ball heading out of bounds, ULM will keep possession. Gonzalez in the corner, guarded by Yusupaitis. Shot clock down to 5, and Yusupaitis is going to get called for the foul.
So many fouls in this game. 13, 14 now for the Eagles, 11 for the Warhawks, and their best player, Andre Jones, who hasn't played well today, 3 for 13, who has 4, only 1 more till he's out.
And also he has that technical foul that came back earlier in this second half, getting really chippy with Trey Cobbs, who is also in the game. Gonzalez makes the first free throw. A look at the foul.
Yusupaitis puts too much of his body into him as Gonzalez is going up. That's called.
Gonzalez goes 2 for 2 on his first trip of the night. 5-point ULM lead, under 3:30 to play. Archie up to McCadden. Screen from Yusupaitis. McCadden at the elbow, got the shot away, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line.
That will be Ozier's 4th. Now 2. That's 2 of the top players for this ULM roster, who we already mentioned isn't very deep, doesn't play a lot of guys. With 4 fouls, only 1 more, so expect to see them letting a few things go now.
First free throw is good for McCadden, and you just see the ability for McCadden to rise up and draw that contact. It's almost like for Ozier trying to get the block, but instead has his hand at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The length of McCadden is going to give him that win every time. Ozier just simply isn't tall or long enough to get his hand to contest where the ball's at. Try to get the hand near the face, and that's where you'll probably get a better contest.
Howell at the top of the key. Gives it to Ozier, trying to find a pass inside. Instead, Ozier blocked off the glass by Archie. Here comes Southern with some transition momentum. McCadden stopping and starting. Kamari Brown with the layup.
With a circus layup. He got it up backwards with his right hand. Couldn't see the rim and didn't matter. It's in.
1-point ULM lead. Howell will drive in, gets the glass, and makes the shot.
Basket by Thomas Howell.
The Eagles right now trying to keep momentum on their side. They've made 7 of their last 9 shots. They currently trail by 4 with 2:15 to play. McCadden able to keep his dribble, under 15 on the shot clock. The screen from Saversov. He'll launch a deep ball. Off the glass, can't get the board. Brown will be fouled, however.
And that will be Ozier's 5th. So he
number 2, Kareem Ozier.
is trying to plead his case.
That's his 5th.
To Zelton Steed. But he will be out of the game. In will come Powell to fill in for him, and that's a big loss for the Warhawks. 23 points, leading the team. Back-to-back fouls. And Georgia Southern's now at the line.
At the line, shooting two.
Brown makes the second. Back to a one-point game.
Now the question rises, when this game comes down to the wire, which it is, who do you go to? Ozier had 23 points. He was leading this team.
The next closest on the floor is Harrison. He has 11 points, and he almost lost the dribble. Hands it off to Howell. Now this time it's Jones. Up to Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 5. Down to 3. Inside. Offensive foul is going to be called. Andre Jones picks up his fifth, and now he is out of the game.
And that was the second guy that I was thinking they would go to. Their best player all season has led them in almost every offensive stat category. Now is out of the game. Wow. Charged in, Cam Bryant got his feet set. That's a veteran play. That's Archie, rather.
So now with the situation being what it is, it'll be Nika Metzlarisha-Vili coming in the result of Jones fouling out.
Now the offense for the ULM has to change. They're almost all big men in the game right now. Harrison, you can kind of count him. He plays more outside, but Metzlarisha-Vili, and then also Howell, they're going to have to do some work inside.
90 seconds to play in regulation. McCadden off the screen from Toyambi, keeping his dribble. Brown can't get it to fall. Rebound and kept in by Harrison. Is 50% from the line. 1 for 2. Makes his first. 2-point Warhawks lead. Two for 2. Back up to a 3-point ULM lead. They have 3 timeouts. Georgia Southern has 2. McCadden off the screen from Archie. As we near under 1 minute to play. Brown trying to keep his dribble. Skip pass to Yusupaitis. Can't get it to fall. The Eagles get the offensive board, but the ball. Warhawks to inbound. That ball almost stolen away. Metzlarisha-Vili on the reception. We are under 1 minute to play. Gonzalez guarded by Cobbs. Both teams trying not to foul. Clock down to 10. Warhawks are going to run their motion. Gonzalez, Metzlarisha-Vili missed it. Eagles with a chance to tie it. Brown at the short corner. Driving in, will draw the foul, and we're going to have it called against Thomas Howell. That is the 10th foul for the Warhawks in this game.
Premature one at that. Brown hadn't really done anything yet. It took a little bit too long holding the ball. Took a step or two, and Howell just got his hand in there.
Brown at the
Called
line
the
for the Eagles.
Brown at the line. Have a chance to put his team down by only 1.
Brown has been the best free throw shooter, or one of the best. He's 5 for 6 from the line. Make it 6 for 7. Kamari Brown with quite possibly the biggest trip to the free throw line, and makes it. So the Eagles go for the make, and another substitution will be made for the Eagles. Cam Bryant will come in for Prince Toyambi. 1 point ULM lead. Gonzalez able to use his speed, and now he will be fouled by Elijah McCadden, who wanted to get the jump ball with 10.7 to go.
Berg once again not happy with that call, letting
Elijah McCadden, that's his
the
second.
ref Steve know it. And it did once again look like it might have been a jump. McCadden got in there, put both hands on the ball. Gonzalez squirming around is what caused the foul.
And for Georgia Southern, the reason why they want that possession so big is because the arrow is in their favor. Gonzalez can't get the first one to fall.
Ball don't lie.
For the Eagles, number 13, Gaddy Uzapianis.
Uzapianis will come back in, and a chance for Gonzalez to make it a 2-point game. Hits the second one. McCadden gets it. Eagles with speed. McCadden almost lost it. Brown gets it in! Kamari Brown, Eagles up by 1. Only heaving a prayer, and that shot almost falls. It'll be Toyambi in the circle. He's able to win it against Howell. First possession of overtime will go to ULM. Howell inside against Toyambi. Finds Powell. Deep three is good. Russell Harrison dials up the long ball. He has 16.
And he has to be the one to finish it out for them. Jones and Ozier are not coming back in.
Jones and Ozier fouling out late in the second half of action. So they will not be available for this ULM team. Archie unable to get it to fall, rebounded by McCadden.
A great tip from Toyambi.
Skip pass over to Brown. Kamari Brown went up for it, and he draws the foul.
Fouls on the Warhawks, number 24, Russell Harrison.
Kamari Brown has been able to score from the free throw line, and he's been one of the big players, not only as his game reached towards the end of it, he's been one of the players that's had a very silent night, but able to score when it matters.
It didn't start off as hot, wasn't in the game as much in the first half, and his second half has just came in and been absolutely clutch. Made both of his free throws, came in and made the shot to tie the game, and still making plays now.
Misses the first free throw, so the lead will stay at 3.
Eagles, number 3, Trey Cobbs.
Brown with 17 points, made that 18 points on the night now. He is now 8 for 9 from the line. Once again, all of this a result of the Brown deep 2. Everybody thought it was a 3, including us. Here's a 3 from Gonzalez that rattles around. And this overtime frame being so important. Of course, both these teams fighting for a number 10 spot in the Sun Belt Conference. Brown will have to reset, sends it back to Archie. Here's Cobbs. Cobbs will drive in, almost blocked, but the layup falls. Metzler-Rishavili almost got a piece of the ball, but now it's tied at 73.
Got his hand up just above Metz, put it in for the lay, left hand.
Nearing under 3 minutes to play in overtime. Howell, keeping his dribble, finds Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 8. That pass is going to be stolen away. Good hands from Cobbs to get the steal.
And those are the plays Cobbs needs to make for his team down this stretch.
Cobbs makes a man miss. McCadden, corner 3, buries it. Kamari Brown, that time makes the 3-pointer. Eagles take the lead.
Has been absolutely clutch.
Kamari Brown, 21 career high. He has 21 points in a game that will ultimately decide where the Eagles are seated in the Sun Belt Conference tournament. Fade around shot is going to be missed. Second chance put back is also missed. Howell couldn't get it to fall, but he gets the rebound to keep the possession alive. deep three is missed off the shot from Metzgerishvili, and the Eagles will survive as we near under 2 minutes to play.
He just sat on the back of the rim. What a tough break for the Warhawks. Had 3-4 chances to tip it in and just didn't get the bounce.
McCadden, skip pass to the corner. Brown can't get that one to fall. The lead remains where it is. Gonzalez, pass to the corner. Metzgerishvili stepped on the line.
McCadden got a hand on it, threw it a little bit off. Metzgerishvili had to adjust, put his heel on the line.
A game of inches. Coming down to the wire, 3 points separating both of these teams. The Eagles will try and drag the clock out. 90 seconds to play in overtime number 1. McCadden off to Archie. Clock down to 9. Off to Archie again, keeping his dribble. Archie will be called for traveling. And a turnover that might prove costly for Georgia Southern. That's their 13th in the game.
Archie trying to plead his case. Too many steps trying to get by Powell down low.
Gonzalez, guarded by Saversov, finds his lane, can't get the right-hand layup to fall. Cobbs to bring it past half court, almost got called for a 10-second violation, but able to keep his composure. McCadden, Saversov, back to McCadden. Spin around shot is going to count, but in the meantime, it'll be a foul. So Saversov able to get the physical play, and as a result, he'll go to the line to try and get the 2 points the hard way.
And it's an interesting take. You, instead of kind of holding the ball, waiting until those last few seconds of the shot clock and throwing something up, instead, you remain aggressive. You know that ULM is in the bonus. They haven't been able to guard you inside as well. And Saversov will get a chance for 2 free points.
I say the hard way for Georgia Southern. Free throws have been an area that they are not leading in. Currently, now they are after the shot was made. They're now up by 2%, 78 to 76% from the line.
Higher than their season average at 66.
Saversov missed it, but he knew as soon as he went back up, pinned by low. Saversov finds McCadden, and McCadden will pick up a foul.
ULM fouls on number 13.
It'll be against
Thomas
Howell, his fourth.
Elijah McCadden at the line for the Eagles
McCadden at the
shooting
line.
2.
He's a perfect 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. Makes the first one.
Reaches in. The play of desperation, has really no choice. You can't let Georgia Southern get in deep into that shot clock. You only have 30 seconds left.
Substitution for the Eagles, checking in number 24, Prince Toyambi.
Lead now at 6. Georgia Southern trying to close out their final game here in Hanner on senior night. And a chance, of course, to play for the number 10 seed in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Gonzalez with a quick fire, missed it. The rebound by Brown. And for Kamari Brown, he has stepped up big. 21 points, 7 rebounds. The player of the game for Georgia Southern.
Pure focus from him just now. You didn't see, but this whole time, I stuck on Powell, not letting him leave his gaze. Watched him, ran with him all the way to the rim, and led him straight to where the ball was. Athleticism once again from Brown. We've seen it all season long.
Brown makes the second. Gonzalez is going to try and hurry. He'll launch one again, and that's short. Rebound kept in by Toyambi, and the Eagles are going to try and dribble out the clock. The foul from Howell will send Cobbs to the line.
13, Thomas Howell, his fifth.
And for Howell, that will be the end of his night. He finishes with 8 points and 6 rebounds and 5 fouls.
Checking in for the Warhawks, number 21, Luke Phillips.
Figure out.
Trey Cobbs at the line.
Cobbs misses the first. Lead remains at 7 with 11.2 to play. Cobbs makes the second. The lead now extends. Layup is good. The lead trimmed back to 6. And Georgia Southern is going to dribble this one out and hang on to win. And the